I sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather. Everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money.
It just didn't happen. I know that Floyd is still getting in there as recently as this weekend because
Stephen A.Smith has sparked attention with a report suggesting that Floyd Mayweather could be dealing with serious financial issues, with even the possibility of bankruptcy being discussed, especially after his name was tied to an alleged $42 million fraud case. Despite earning over $700 million from just 2 fights, his financial position now appears less stable than many assumed. And while his status as one of boxing's all-time greats remains unchanged, challenges outside the ring seem to be building, leading to broader questions about accountability among fighters, with some critics noting moments where Floyd has appeared unaware of basic details, such as his opponent's name.
Are you holding other fighters accountable, like Floyd, for example? I mean, Floyd doesn't even know his opponent's name, so are you holding him accountable to that? Floyd should still be fighting people that, you know, he at least people that know that his opponent's name and stuff. Are you saying the same thing?
Hold on. A couple of things. Number one, last time I checked, Floyd retired. These are exhibitions that he had. I don't even count these. Floyd will tell you that himself. When Floyd, I didn't count Conor McGregor as a boxing match. That was a damn exhibition. I ain't paying no attention to that with Floyd. No way on earth. Not at all. That's number one. Number two, here's where you have to give Floyd his respect. He's a pioneer from the standpoint of his willingness to buy himself out of the contract with Top Rank, free himself up, and not be a prisoner to the promoter. So albeit in a different kind of fashion that Jake is doing it to some degree, Floyd's a pioneer in that regard. And the kind of thing that Jake is taking to another level, Floyd initiated. Julia, that is true.
I understand he initiated, but do you think it tarnishes his name to now be taking these bullshit I can't even say it. No, you don't think it does at all?
No. Here's the reason why. He's retired. Number one. Number two, he had already proved himself as a world champion, made a whole boatload of money, got $700 million in 2 fights, for crying out loud. He did all of that stuff. Then he retired, and he's announced that essentially these are exhibitions. He's just having fun with it because he's getting old. He's 45 years old now, and he did what he came to do. That's entirely different than a 25-year-old on the come up, knocking people out. Okay? I mean, that's entirely different ballgame, Julia. It's not.
Stephen A.Smith has personally witnessed the scale of Floyd Mayweather's lavish lifestyle, from his enormous residence to his collection of luxury vehicles and even his private jet, giving him insight that goes beyond media reports. Through this close exposure, Smith understands the level of financial success Mayweather has reached and the benefits earned through years of dedication and consistent effort. And having seen that wealth firsthand, he offers a unique perspective on the business, empire Mayweather built, and the way he has managed his finances throughout his career.
What's your definition to toy?
Well, private jet, Enzo, Bugatti. Let's walk over here. I'll show you a couple toys. They call this the $1 million garage.
I know we're on television, Floyd, but I think it's necessary for me to say, damn.
Well, we are on ESPN. These are sports cars. This is a sports network. This car costs $3.2 million. This Bugatti right here costs $1.6 million. You ain't seen these toys?
I haven't seen these?
No.
What? Floyd, this is 7 cars, man. Silver, platinum, Miami, black LA, white Vegas.
Yeah, in New York, I got my drivers.
And you got your drivers in New York?
Yeah.
Why? Talk to me about why you make the decision to drive different colored cars in respective cities.
Spoiled brat.
Oh, just being a brat?
Just being a brat.
The 7 cars that you showed me are in excess of $15 to $20 million.
Let me see what's the number. We go 3.1.
And you don't drive them.
It's close to 15 million. You're right. It's close.
Recent reports have raised significant questions about statements made by Floyd Mayweather Jr. regarding a large real estate venture in Manhattan, with scrutiny beginning after he claimed to have invested $42 million into a portfolio of apartments. This came soon after he described what he called his biggest business move, saying he had purchased 62 rental properties in Upper Manhattan. Yet according to Business Insider, there is no record confirming that such a deal ever took place, and the situation became even more unclear when Mayweather later posted an Instagram video asserting that he owned.
All right. Now, Floyd Mayweather Jr., there's a story circulating that Business Insider did talking about this $400 million property deal that he had been discussing here in New York City. But now, according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties. And it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Here is what Floyd Mayweather had said at the time on a video that he posted on his Instagram.
Love bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me. Guess what? You can do the same.
Well, now we're trying to figure out what happened, right, with Business Insider. So according to another update, he did ink a $402 million deal for a Black Spruce portfolio. When he said that it was all his and no one invested, he meant no one was funding his part of the investment but him. And so I think this is something where maybe he owns a piece of this or shares in it, but it hasn't changed hands because the majority owner is still the same owner that it was before. I'm trying to understand what happened with this, but I know there's a story that's circulating, so just putting it out there. Whew, it's a tough one. I'm trying to understand as a real estate person myself, what exactly he is communicating when he's saying that he owns this, because they're trying to make it seem like he doesn't, but what it seems like is that he owns
Floyd Mayweather Jr. is widely regarded as the highest earning boxer of all time, a position he achieved not only through his success in the ring, but also through his ability to promote himself effectively. And when he officially retired in 2017, he left behind a career defined by dominant performances and enormous paydays. However, stepping away from competition did not lead to a slowdown in his spending, as he continued to make high-profile purchases, including luxury properties in Los Angeles and other costly assets that reflected his immense wealth. Yet despite generating such significant income, reports have suggested he faced serious financial strain, with one major issue being a reported tax debt to the IRS of approximately $22.2 million, which was cited as a key factor behind his return to public attention through exhibition bouts.
Floyd Money Mayweather up until recently didn't have any money, so Floyd is the highest earning athlete in his career, making over $1.1 billion. And after making a killing, he ended up retiring in 2017. However, he dug himself into a hole after making super lavish purchases like this LA mansion. It was so bad that he actually owed $22.2 million to the IRS, which made him have to come out of retirement to pay that back. Like and follow for
Mounting financial pressure and a high-cost lifestyle pushed Floyd Mayweather to take an exhibition fight with Logan Paul. But afterward, Paul claimed he never received the agreed $3 million and voiced his frustration publicly, alleging the payment terms weren't honored.
Did you fight Floyd or something?
Yeah.
Did he pay you to lose?
Nah,
What happened?
he didn't pay me. I wish you'd pay me.
How much you owe you?
Probably between 2 and 3.
Yeah.
You got it on you by any chance?
I have in Nigerian money. I'll give you 10 million in Nigerian money. That's about $1,100 a month. So is that your only loss was Floyd?
No, I didn't lose. It was an exhibition, so there's no loser.
There's no loser in exhibition?
No.
So you both are winners? It's like a tie. It's
I
not a
don't
good
know.
feeling. It's like tongue kissing your sister or something. It's not a great
Concerns surrounding Mayweather's finances also drew reactions from within the boxing community, with longtime rival Oscar De La Hoya among the most vocal. He took a light-hearted but pointed jab, joking about Mayweather continuing to participate in exhibition bouts while suggesting it might be time for him to step away, a remark that came as Mayweather had just taken part in another exhibition match against Gotti the previous Saturday.
Floyd Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro.
As the story continued to gain traction, Logan Paul added fuel to the discussion with a remark that quickly grabbed attention, joking about the idea that Mayweather was still financially secure and suggesting he might actually be broke, while also casting doubt on how accurate the public perception of Mayweather's wealth really is, questioning whether anyone truly knows what's happening with his finances behind the scenes.
Mayweather is bankrupt. At least that's what Logan Paul thinks. Logan hopped on the walkway to Fight Club show, and when he was asked about being paid, he was nothing short of honest.
It's unfortunate because, same Floyd money Mayweather. Surely I was going to get my check fairly quickly, right? And that did happen. So I'm sure it'll come eventually, right? I realized, okay, I'm being strung along. This is a classic, hey, buddy, you're the new guy in this industry. We're going to puppeteer you however we want. Hop on for the ride and shut up. Instead of shutting up, I make fun of him on social media and let everyone know that he doesn't have any money. I kind of joke and I'm facetious and I point the finger at Floyd. Well, I don't know if it's his fault. Maybe a little bit, but something tells me Floyd doesn't control where the money goes. Or maybe he does. I don't know. And I don't really...
When Floyd Mayweather was questioned about Logan Paul's claim of unpaid earnings during an appearance on the Pivot podcast, he chose not to confront the issue directly, instead brushing past it by saying he had no problem with YouTube and explaining that the payment wasn't missing, but simply delayed, adding that transactions of that size can take time to process. However, his response came across as somewhat evasive, giving the impression that he was downplaying what others viewed as a more serious disagreement over money.
Logan Paul, he said you owe him some bread. How you feel about someone making those type of accusations?
That comes with the territory.
Right.
And you got to realize, when you used to getting, to them, that's real money. And I like YouTube because I don't mind getting a YouTube check.
Shit, we getting a YouTube check.
Right.
This is going to be a big YouTube check.
Yeah, so, the money is not coming fast enough. That's why when they say money on the back end, as far as pay-per-view, it take a while, And he shouldn't trip. If he feel like he done great numbers and we done record-breaking numbers, then I understand. Nothing comes right away. Just like I'm still collecting checks from fights 7 or 8 years ago. I'm still collecting checks. Why? Because I made smart moves and I'm my own boss. So they hate when the tables turn.
Right.
Look how many years they've been owing us money. But we don't never trip. So now when the tables turn, they say, oh, you owe us something. Be happy with the biggest payday you ever.
During an interview with sports analyst Stephen A.Smith, Floyd Mayweather was directly asked whether legacy or money mattered more to him. And he responded by acknowledging that he earned over $800 million across his career, while making it clear that safeguarding and growing his wealth had always been his main focus. Meanwhile, former fighter Chael Sonnen also weighed in on Mayweather's financial situation, suggesting that his return to fighting after retirement could indicate higher than expected spending, and noting that even single-night earnings of around $60 million should, in theory, have provided lasting financial security.
Never gotten $100 million for a fight. There's reports that he was the highest paid athlete over Christian Ronaldo.
You think it's...
I know it is.
So if you had to guess, what do you think's the most Floyd ever made in a fight?
Oh, I think that Floyd's, he's probably made about 60 million before in one night. But no, 100 million, 130 million, they just didn't have. I know that Floyd is still getting in there as recently as this weekend because he needed the money.
You think he blew through all of his money?
I'm claiming for you, he in his whole career has made about 100 million. People think he made 130 in a night. I'm sharing with you, he didn't. No boxer's ever made 130 million.
Joe Rogan, the UFC commentator and podcast host, has also discussed Floyd Mayweather's tendency to openly showcase his wealth, noting that he is one of the few athletes who consistently displays his lifestyle so publicly. From luxury mansions to expensive cars and high-end watches, Mayweather has long embraced being seen as extremely wealthy and attracting attention through it. Rogan described him as a unique case in sports, saying he is the only athlete who can live so extravagantly, flashing money, wearing million-dollar watches and collecting supercars, while still maintaining widespread admiration. And he also emphasized that despite all the display, Mayweather has remained disciplined throughout his career.